What are some really good value Super Nintendo games that aren't gonna break the bank? When I say value, I'm talking like the $20 to $30 range, because we all know the games are expensive these days. If you're paying anything less than that, it's probably gonna be a sports game. And we all know about Mario World, which can be bought for around $20 or so, and other games like that. But what are some more obscure things? Games that you've never heard of. Now, not every game on this list is gonna be an obscure hidden gem. So if you're looking for some new Super Nintendo games to play and not spend a ton of money, this is the video for you. Stay tuned. But before we get to it, I need to thank the sponsor of this video, HelloFresh. HelloFresh is a meal delivery service that delivers a variety of quick and easy recipes right at your doorstep. They have 20-minute meals, easy cleanup, and low prep options. If you're somebody who likes home-cooked meals but just doesn't have the time to do it because you're just so busy with work, and you wanna stop spending so much money eating out every night, this is perfect for you. HelloFresh has can't beat value, because the pre-portioned ingredients means that there's no waste. And with these pre-portioned ingredients, it also means that there is way less prep time. They are simple, easy to make, home-cooked meals with easy to follow instructions and fresh ingredients. In fact, the produce is out of the farm and on your doorstep in less than a week for peak freshness. And to top it all off, HelloFresh has more 5-star reviews than any other meal kit out there. Try HelloFresh today by clicking the link in the description of this video, or go to HelloFresh.com and use this code POGTGC16. And what that'll do is get you up to 16 free meals, 3 special gifts across 6 HelloFresh boxes. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there, but I got through it. And on top of all that, you get free shipping to boot. We need to bring that back, by the way, to boot. Nobody ever says to boot anymore. Now, number 5 on the list here is Playmates. Now, Playmates, it's not a sequel, but it's set in the same universe as the fighter Clay Fighters. You are this putty ball. You morph into different animals to get through the stages, a la Little Nemo Dream Master aspect-ish. Anyway, it's a fun, simple little game, but it offers different challenges, certain things in the levels you can only get to if you are certain characters. So I had this game in my collection. You know, you get so many different games, so you don't really have time to play them all sometimes, but one of the points of me having a big game collection is I knew that one day my son would be interested in trying all this different stuff, and it's exactly how I came across this game. In fact, you're watching him play right now. He's doing the playthrough in this as I'm recording. He really, really, really likes it, and he just pulled it off the shelf randomly one day and started playing it, and I was like, wow, okay, this is interesting. I should have actually tried this out myself. I think you can get this game probably anywhere from 15 to 20. And hey, look, when I say the prices for these games, that's today as I'm shooting this video. We all know that they fluctuate, they change. Hey, when something's at this low of a price on the Super Nintendo and it's not garbage or a sports game, you probably should have it in your collection. Next up on the list here, Troddlers. Now, I am not the biggest puzzle guy out there. I just don't like puzzle games for the most part. Now, one that I do enjoy, and that was Lemmings. You gotta save the little guys from basically killing themselves because they're lemmings and they're stupid. Well, in this one, they're not so much stupid, they just don't have the ability to get where they need to go. And that's your job. Your job is to create blocks to get these little guys to the exit. This is obviously inspired by Lemmings, or maybe this came out first. I don't know. Like, I'm not looking at dates on these games as I'm playing them. I just know that, whatever. I don't know anything, honestly. Other than the fact that I was playing this for the first time a while back, and I was not expecting to like it because it was a puzzle game, and I kind of got into it. Before I knew it, I'd played 10 stages. You have a finite amount of blocks, so that really plays into the strategy, and you can take blocks away. So at the side of the screen, you see how many blocks you have to work with. So that means you can't just spam the entire stage with blocks. You have to strategically place them where you need to go, and then sometimes take them away and then put them in other places and get all these little guys to the exit before the timer runs out. And then later on they throw like zombies at you and you have to deal with that. But I recommend Troddlers. It's probably a game that you guys have overlooked. I know I did. Or maybe you guys didn't. Now, I love Final Fight. It is a great game. Early on in the Super Nintendo, that was a game that we rented, and I was like, man, this is awesome. A beat 'em up, like Ninja Turtles, but like you're on the streets. I want more of that. And of course, we got Streets of Rage, and then Final Fight 2 and 3. But have you ever played Rival Turf? That might have been a game a lot of us passed by in the video store because the cover looked badass. I mean, that cover is badass. And I just didn't feel worthy. A lot of people are gonna say it's ridiculous and stupid and it doesn't make you want to play the game. For me, I saw it and I was like, this is kind of so awesome and so badass. I don't feel worthy enough to rent this game. I wish I had. This is a game that I only played like 6 or 7 months ago. And it took me about 20 minutes to realize I wasn't playing Final Fight, but that's okay because Final Fight is awesome, and if you can give me more Final Fight, that's perfectly okay. Clearly a ripoff of Final Fight, I'm okay with that because it's still fun. And here's the thing, Final Fight 1, you can still get for relatively cheap. If you want more Final Fight 2 and 3, expensive, a lot of money. So if you don't want to spend that, get Rival Turf and pretend it's Final Fight 2. That's what I do. And on this one also, you get to play 2 players simultaneous. That's something you can't do in Final Fight 1. Check out Rival Turf. It's fun. Look, I know I'm making these comparisons and saying it's a ripoff, and while it is a ripoff, it's still fun in its own right, and I do really like the game. I've never touched this game up until like a month ago when I was playing it on a stream once. And somebody suggested it. And that's Rocky Rodent. Rocky Rodent, the story's weird, okay? First of all, you're this giant rodent, I guess a rat or whatever, and you're trying to save the daughter of the man who owns this restaurant you were just at, because she just got kidnapped by a mob boss. It doesn't matter, the story doesn't matter. When does the story ever matter in a game like this? This is a side-scrolling action game, and you use your hair as various weapons. Depending on what your hair looks like, it's a different particular weapon. Well, for instance, when it's red, you can spike yourself up to the ceiling and do this flip over, which is really fun to do. When it's blue, it's a boomerang. So you get these different attributes with your hair, and you can use them as weapons. You know, at least at the beginning of the game, the level design is really cool too, because the first stage, for instance, you can go up on the rooftops and get through that way, or you can kind of go down in a sewer. And something that I really noticed was like the parallax, especially in the first stage, the parallax scrolling is just beautiful. The colors, the graphics, they all look really good. I mean, they are just perfect representation of the 16-bit era, in my opinion. They just look amazing. Maybe that's just me, but it's fun, and I think that you should play it. And it's not an expensive game yet. All right, so the top one on my list. Now, everyone's heard of this one. A lot of you have played it, but funny enough, every time I play this game and people are watching, I inevitably have at least one person say, what game is this? And that is UN Squadron. I feel you get your most bang for your buck with this one. It's in that $20 to $25 range. The value you're getting is off the charts. The Super Nintendo was popular because of its platformers and RPGs, but not shooters. So when you get a shooter that's really good on the Super Nintendo, you gotta embrace it, you gotta love it, you gotta cherish it. And that's exactly what's going on here with me and this love affair I have with UN Squadron. That, and also it was one of the few Super Nintendo games I owned as a kid. So I have not only this love for the game because it's amazing, but because there's a lot of nostalgia trapped inside of it as well. And I'm a badass at it. Like I can beat it every time. Now here's the thing though, I don't feel like it's that hard. Most shooters I struggle with because it's one-hit kills, and then you lose all your weapons. You have to basically start over from scratch each time. Not all, but a ton of them. And that's not the case with this one. You have a life bar, you get to upgrade your planes and always keep them. Once you have them, you don't lose them. And the graphics are beautiful. This is such an amazing game. And the music is amazing. And the sound effects, to me, it's like a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason I wouldn't give it that extra 0.5 is because I just want it to be longer. I want it to be longer. I wish it was longer. Now, okay, see, this is one setting myself up here for something. Let's do this, because we all know that I manifested this new Turtles game coming out. So here's what I want to do. I want to manifest a UN Squadron 2. So Capcom, think about how awesome this would be, right? It's not updated whatsoever in terms of like new, modern 16-bit graphics. No. We're talking like actual 16-bit graphics, a 16-bit game, right? I would, my pants right on camera. I will film myself my pants. Please subscribe right up here. Hit that button. You can watch the video right here if you want to do that. For whatever reason. My pants!